Generation Lost started as a project for my beginning writing class, and I was sitting there for like 4 hours, and I couldn't think of anything to write, and I'm thinking of all these stupid plots that have been done like a million times, and the Columite thing had happened like a few months before that, and I remember sitting there and just trying to think of ideas, and I had this stupid fantasy when I was like in 7th grade. I think I watched Die Hard like one too many times, and I had this dream of like taking over the school and like holding everybody hostage, and like of course I was like in 7th grade, so you know. But anyways, so I was thinking about that and the Columite thing, and I was thinking, wait a second, what if I made this plot where these two kids like tried to take over the school? And then it kind of occurred to me, like, what if I examined the reasons why they would try to take over the school? And that's when the idea was born, and I started to develop the characters, and it evolved into what it is. I hope that Generation Lost will get seen by some studio executive or big director or even an investor that maybe will want us to make a small independent film, and I can get all the great people that I worked with back, and we can all do a feature. Because hopefully, I mean, I set out to make the best film possible, and I've spent 1.5 years of my life doing nothing but the film, so I think under the circumstances we all worked really hard, and I think we got a good product here, and I'm curious to see what's going to happen with it. But I hope, like everybody hopes that is a film student and is trying to break into the industry or make their mark in the industry, I hope that we're going to get noticed and we're going to get work, paid work hopefully. But yeah, that's how it works.
I think that filmmaking is a collaborative effort, obviously, between cast and crew and everybody. I mean, from people that supported us and helped us, and we're just there to just at the end of the day pat us on the back and say, you know, you did a great job and this is going to work. We needed definitely a lot of moral support, especially at the end of the day when we didn't get as much done as what we wanted to get done. And it's an incredibly almost intoxicating feeling of just wanting to get back the next day and try and work harder and do better and accomplish more. And I think that's what filmmaking is. It's that collaboration, that effort between everybody, and that moral support and that structure that makes the film better. Well, it's kind of interesting because I am not a film student. In fact, I'm a major in business. And as many people know, the girlfriend of the director, which in itself was difficult. I originally started out as production design, and you know, tried to do the best I could with that because I didn't really know any of the technical parts of film. So being a student film, everybody kind of takes over the role of everybody else, so it becomes this collage of effort. And so I ended up being production design and helping to produce and just doing everything from driving down to Hollywood one day to get permits to, you know, finding jackets for the job. It was a great experience of what filmmaking is, and at first I thought I wanted to be an accountant or work in an office or be in some sort of business-related field. And as I become more and more involved in the filmmaking process and being a part of it and basically a part of the whole effort, I've pretty much decided that I'd like to put my business knowledge to work in the area of film. So hopefully this will not be my last appearance on end credits.
All right. Well, when I first saw the film, when Brandon came by and showed it to me, I thought, this is a real pertinent issue, and I figured I wanted to write something that was very powerful to explain and to really collaborate with the film itself. So I came up with a lot of different tracks that really separate the anger from the moments of joy in this childhood. And you know, I really wanted to, like in this track in particular, it kind of goes deeply into the background of Arnold and what he was about, and kind of his childhood happiness and, you know, where it led him. it's interesting when you write music, basically you're trying to tell a story with the music, but you're not trying to take away from the story in the film itself. And it's a compliment to the film. And I want it to complement it, but I also want it to be powerful enough to exaggerate the emotion and help people understand what the issue really is. And I think this is a very deep film, and I think the music really supports it. I'm real proud of myself and what I've done. And I hope it turns out, and I hope it's great.
My favorite part about working on Generation Lost was how everyone was able to take their individual roles and jobs and execute them to the fullest extent. Typically on student films, everyone wants to do everything, and so a lot of times the small stuff gets overlooked. And with this group of individuals, we were able to take the small things and the big things that involved each one of our roles and really accomplish it to the best of our ability. So that made for a more seamless experience with the film. The thing I learned most after working on Generation Lost was that if something can go wrong, it's gonna. And just when we thought we had everything going right and sailing smooth, something else came up. So when we're in pre-production, you can't really foresee any of the mistakes or errors that are going to be made, and a lot of that was overlooked. But in retrospect, I think that those mistakes really helped us in accomplishing the film and will probably aid us in our future endeavor. The biggest challenge that we faced as filmmakers on Generation Lost was that our crew and our cast were essentially not paid. They worked for free, and it's difficult to recruit people to a working environment when there's no monetary incentive involved. But that challenge disappeared as people came on, because once they were on and working on the film, I think they realized how powerful a project it was, and the enthusiasm really showed each day. And each day of shooting, it never got any easier, but everyone kept working just as hard. And that's really what kept this film together, was the enthusiasm of our crew and our cast, and from the beginning till the end. So
when we all set out to do Generation Lost, I think our goal was basically to make the best student film that Cal State Northridge has ever seen, but also to use it as a tool to get our names and our vision and our talent out there, all to the film industry. And basically we had a lot of challenges in front of us. None of us came from really rich families, so money was an issue. Our school, the resources at our school aren't as rich as certain other schools, notably in the Los Angeles area. So basically we had to go out there and make this happen for ourselves. What I wish most for Generation Lost is that I'm a story guy, and I love stories, and that's why I love film so much, is because that's what they are, they're stories. And I guess the greatest gift of all that anybody can offer to us as filmmakers after watching Generation Lost is to come up to us and say, hey, we really enjoyed your film, we really enjoyed your story, and we were touched by it, because in essence that's what filmmaking is all about. Our greatest goal in making this film was to get out there and make a good story. It had nothing, more so than anything, the fact that it'd be great if we get noticed. It'd be great if we got an A on our project, and it's great that we're graduating because of this film from film school. But more than anything, the greatest gift to filmmakers, to the director, and to the producers, and to all the people that were out there for those 10 days shooting the film and have been working on it for the past year. The greatest gift of all is that somebody is touched by your story and really is inspired by your message. I think it's really important to mention how much people helped us out on this film. Generation Lost would have never been possible without the help of our parents, our family members, our friends, all the people in the entertainment industry out there who lent a helping hand, who gave us discounts, who gave us camera equipment and lighting equipment, and just really cared about our project. And no one person can do a film on their own. That's impossible. It's a group effort. A lot of people have to collaborate on one project and have one vision and one goal. And in our case, we had hundreds of people who helped us out and who really believed in our vision and our dream. So that's really something, for somebody who's a student who's never made a film and they're ambitious about filmmaking and they want to set out to make the best film they can, to realize that there are people out there who care and who want to help you out.
Now, Dan, pass it along, so everybody must get a piece.
But I did not receive
Go on.
a piece last
Go,
time.
pass
and
it along.
I was told.
Pass it.
Pass it along. Oh. Okay.
This is some good cake.
Set the building on fire.
Wow.
Isn't this great cake?
This is so good.
Okay.
Good hot as heck, man.
Burn the building down.
Shut up, get out of my face.
I mean, we're trying to act here. We're actors. Make sure you have that thing later when it gets really late.
How do you feel?
How do I feel?
Can't even hold a straight face. Whenever we go out, people always shout. There was John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is Von. There goes John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Well, it's first day of shooting. Everything's going pretty good. We're loading on the Fraser lens right now, which is pretty cool. That is a lens.
What is this?
It's the Fraser lens. The attachment lenses that go onto the Fraser lens. Right here.
The lens itself.
That's the
Look
main
at that
unit.
puppy. Isn't that a beaut?
Looks like a potato gun.
There she is. It's pretty rad.
So funny. These little kids' eyes are popping out of their heads right now. They think we're doing some like big old movie with big old stars and stuff. It's kind of funny. Other than that, it's looking pretty cool. And that's it. Get the camera off me, dude.
Wait. Scene ends. Take 2. I can't think of what it says.
Were they okay?
Okay, camera set.
And action.
After the bombing of Pearl Harbor, President Truman decided to drop the atomic bomb on Japan. All right, class, based on last night's reading, can anyone tell me what year World War II ended? Anybody?
And cut.
How'd that look?
That was awesome! And still here going, where the hell did everyone go? Go Tigers!
Okay, so we're gonna go into the bathroom and listen to people pee.
Hey, is Billy in here? Yeah. Hey man, how you doing, dude?
Doing alright.
I want you, man.
Okay, can I finish wiping?
Dude, you freaking jerk!
I'll just tell you, when the alarm went off, I just about cleaned out my shorts. And they're still running around.
What was that, Dan?
Can I see your Uzi really quick?
What Uzi's that, Dan?
The black Uzi that you have.
Where do I have it, Dan?
In your ass? I don't know. Just have a freaking Uzi?
Give it to him.
Thank you.
I'll call you tomorrow. You just enjoy the
I
rest.
think it's going extremely well. We're at the end of the third day. Everybody's getting along, moving a little bit slow, but we're going to work on that. Everybody seems to be moving at a faster pace as we go along, and so far it's been a very good shoot. What do you think?
I think this looks pretty cool. What do you think?
You're happy and you don't think
Well, I think it's been a good day. These kids are really good. And if you look over here, they're all waiting so diligently. Look at them, waiting for direction. Look at them. It's like they're communicating.
Oh, no, he's doing good. I think everything's good with that.
They could be off playing. They could be
One more time?
discussing Pokemon and Rugrats.
All right,
But
you're
yeah,
doing
they're
so
here
good.
on a merry-go-round
You're doing good.
discussing the next shot and the look of the film. Next, I'm talking about film stock and SAG deals, and
Okay.
I don't know. It's frightening to me that could actually happen in Hollywood.
Okay, let's roll camera, please. We're going to be in the shot here. You guys got to back up.
How do you feel with the movie?
I think you guys are obviously learning a whole lot, and I think that's great because this is the only way you do learn this stuff is to get out and deal with it.
Kind of a backhanded comment, wasn't it?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I'm just kidding, dude.
It's it's been interesting. It's been fun. I think it's going to be even more fun after another day or two. Everybody's starting to get the hang of their jobs and working together.
It's been an interesting day for the crew. They worked with kids all day. They were good. They were well behaved for the most part. And considering that it was pretty hot out there, they have behaved very well. The crew did a great job. We got our focus together, took care of business, and day 3 is a wrap.
And action background. And action time. And cut. Cut.
Okay, copy, thank you. We're setting up a little light diffusion on this 4K HMI.
What are these lights used for? Talk to me. What's the setup? Just talk about the setup.
This setup right here is a 4K HMI set up to pretend like daylight coming in through the windows. And to get the correct amount of color temperature and look, we're trying different diffusions, 251, 250, and then trying the other light grid to see, to get what they want. And they're raising it up in front of the light, putting it at the right spot to shine through onto the set. That's about it.
We rock the body, come on, get down, when we gonna make you free, We rock the body, come on, get down, when we gonna set you free, yeah. We rock the body,
have to watch